Hello everyone and welcome to another AdMaths tutorial video. Now I'll be discussing Form 4 Additional Mathematics, Chapter 7 Statistics, Long Question Example 5. Alright guys, let me read the question now. The set of data 2, 3, x plus 2, 6, 7, 2x plus 2 and 11 has a mean of mu. When each number is multiplied by 2 and then 1 is added to each product, the new mean is 13 and the new standard deviation is m square root 2. Find the value of mu, of x and of m. So we need to find three variables over here guys. Alright guys, I hope you will attempt this question in the future. If you could manage to solve this question, well done guys. But if you can't solve this question, no worries. I'm going to show you the step-by-step working and the solutions now. Alright guys, before I start to explain the question, so let me explain to you what the concept I'm going to explain in this question. Okay guys, the concept I'm going to explain is the effects of data. Okay, so in the branch of statistics, so there are two analyses we'll be studying guys. So the one is central of tendency and another one is the measure of dispersion. So the central of tendency is the three analyses guys. The first one will be the mode, and the second one will be the mean, and the third one will be the median. Okay, mode will be the measure of the highest data guys. Okay, mean is the average and the median is the middle data. Okay, that's we already common guys. So what is the measure of dispersion guys? So the second type. So the measure of dispersion is how much your data is widely spreaded. So how much your data is very close to your mean. So that is the measure of dispersion. In this case, your measure of dispersion is variance, standard deviations and range respectively. So when you are adding a new data, let's say you're having 13 data and you're adding another one which you're going to have a 14. So we're going to have to look how this is going to affect your mean, mode, median, variance, standard deviation and then your range respectively. So for central tendency, it has its own effects and your measure of dispersion has its own effect guys. Okay, for central tendency, when you add and multiply, those effects will take place in the mode, median and mean. However, for the measure of dispersion, your addition and subtraction will never take effects. Only your multiplication will take effects on the measure of dispersion. Okay, in this case, the measure of dispersion I'm telling is the variance, standard deviation and the range respectively guys. Okay, I hope you understand the explanation that I'm telling to you. Alright guys, without further delay, let us proceed to the solutions now. Okay, the first step is we need to find the original mean guys. Okay, in the question they've already gave us 7 sets of data and then the 7 sets of data as the original mean value of mu. So we're going to add them together and divide by 7. So 2 plus 3 plus x over 2 plus 6 plus 7 plus 2x plus 2 plus 11. So you divide by 7, you get equals to mu. So we're going to compare them. So from here you get 3x plus 33 divided by 7 equals to mu. And from here, 3x plus 33 is equal to 7 mu. Alright guys, you already formed your first equation over here. Okay, so this will be your step 1 guys, to find your original mean. Okay, proceed to the next step. So the step 2, once you've already find the original mean, so we need to find the new mean over here. Okay, in the question they've already mentioned the value of the new mean is 13 guys. Okay. And then the question has also mentioned when each number is multiplied by 2 and then 1 is added to each product. Okay, like I've mentioned for the central tendency that those effects will take place guys when you times by 2 and then add by 1. Okay, since each number is multiplied by 2 and then add by 1, so this is your original mean value guys. And then this is your new mean value. So to find your new mean value is you just have to times with the 2 and then plus 1 with the original mean value. And then you equals to 13 in this case. So 2 times with 3x plus 33 over 7 plus 1 equals to 13. So you expand in the 2, you should get your answer 6x plus 66 over 7 plus 1 equals to 13. So this one you can combine with this fraction. So you will get your answer 6x plus 66 plus 7 over 7, because you've already combined this one into this fraction form, guys. 7 over 7, which you get 1, so you combine with the fraction, so equals to 13. So from here, 7 times 13 you get is 91. Okay, let me pull this paper up. Okay, 7 times 13 you get 91. So 66 plus 7 you get 73. So this 73 you move to the right hand side. So from here you get your 6x equals to 18, and then you get your x equals to 3. Alright guys, we already get our first value is x. Okay, once we get the first value x, now it will be easy for us to find our mu value, guys. Okay, this value will be very easy for us to find. Okay, I'm going to show you the remaining working in the next paper, so please hold on for a moment, guys. Alright guys, we have already find our x value, and we need to find the mu value over here. So to find the mu value, when x equals to 3, we substitute back into the equation. So 3x plus 33 is equals to 7 mu. So when your x equals to 3, you substitute in 3 times 3 plus 33 equals to 7 mu. In this case, you get your 7 mu equals to 42, and then you get your mu is equals to 6. Alright guys, so this is your original mean, and your new mean is 13, which is makes sense, guys. When you times this 2, 6 times 2 you get is 12, and 12 you plus 1, you get the new mean value, which is 13. Okay, so that is the proof for us, guys. So the new original mean is 6 and the new mean is 13. Okay, we have already got two values, the value of x and value of mu. The only value we need to find is the value of m. Okay, from here let us proceed to the step 3. Okay, the step 3, we need to find the original standard deviation. So mu equals to 6 is the original mean value. So to find the original standard deviation, so we need to calculate the variance in the first place, guys. Okay, should be deviation over here, because to find the standard deviation is actually the square root of variance. So since this is a ungrouped data, so for formula for variance for ungrouped data is summation of x square divided by n minus with the mean square. Okay, in this case the mean is the original mean, guys. Since we are finding the original standard deviation, so please don't get confused here. Okay, the summation of x square, which all the data over here, so sigma square equals to 2 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus 6 square plus 7 square plus 8 square plus 11 square. Actually the x value we have already substituted inside all the x's value, guys. That's how we got the value over here. If you don't remember, okay, in the question they have already gave the x value, right? Actually in the working we have already substituted the x value here. So in this case, since x equals to 3, so 3 plus 2 you get is 5, and then 2 times 3 you get is 6, and then 6 plus 2 you get is 8. So that's how the explanation goes, guys. So back to our working here. So you minus with the mean square, which is 6 square, and the total number of data is 7. So from here you get your sigma square is equals to 308 divided by 7 minus with 36. So your sigma square is equals to 8, and to find your sigma, which is your standard deviation, which will be square root 8. Okay, so square root 8, which can further break down by square root 4 times with square root 2. Square root 2 we can further simplify, you get your answer is 2, and then you times with square root 4 you simplify, you get 2, and then you times with square root 2. This is your simplest form, guys. Okay, this is your accurate answer for this square root 8. Okay, we have already successfully calculated our step 3. So for the step 4 is we need to calculate the new standard deviation and compare the m value, guys. Okay, in the question they've already gave us the new standard deviation value is m square root 2. Okay, like I've mentioned in the earlier video, for measure of dispersion, the addition and subtraction will not take any effects. However, the multiplication will take effects for the central of this, the measure of dispersion, guys. In this case, standard deviation is also one of the measure of dispersion. Okay, so your new standard deviation is equals to 2 square root 2, you times with 2. So from here you get your answer 4 square root 2. So 2 times 2 you get is 4, and you times with the square root 2 you get 4 square root 2. And then you compare with the m value. So you compare those two values. M square root 2 equals to 4 square root 2. So the square root 2 and square root 2 you can cancel off. Excuse me, guys. So from here you get your final answer, m equals to 4, guys. So this is your final answer. Alright, guys, we have already find all the 3 values. Okay, let me put back the question paper for your reference. Okay. Alright, guys, that is all for my step-by-step working and solution for this question. Any question or feedback, feel free to put down in the comment section. And before that, please tell me your feedback, guys. How do you find out this question? Is this question easy or difficult? And most important thing, could you manage to answer this question? Put down in the comment section, guys. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more upcoming mathematics tutorial videos in the future. Alright, guys, thank you everyone for your support, and I will see you in the next video.